Ladies and gentlemen, it is the birthday boy sitting next to me today. A wonderful, spry 29 years old today, and yet a serial entrepreneur who has done fascinating things in the community already. Blain Mikkonen, good morning, brother. How are you?
Fantastic. Thank you.
I've known you for a while, and I still think I butcher your last name every time. It's Mikkonen, right?
You're right on.
Yes. I feel good about my life choices so far. For people who aren't aware of who you are or your dashing good looks, give us a little bit of information.
Well, the dashing good looks is a hard stretch, but originally from South Dakota, moved up to Fargo to do some architecture school, and then fresh out of architecture school, ended up starting a furniture business, Grain Designs. We've been around for around 5 years. We design and build custom furniture primarily from reclaimed wood. We work with you, our client, and businesses, business to business or private clients to design and build exactly what you have in mind. And then I guess you...
Stop. You're going already. And I just want to say, Grain Designs is, they're friends of ours, right? It's the Backstreet Boys of the design world, as I always like to say, and you hate it when I say it, and I'm going to keep on saying it because it feels so good. My wife and I stumbled on Grain Designs because we were at the Bison Bitters Bowl, a big fundraiser for NDSU. Yep. And sure enough, you guys had built a bar out of the old Bison reclaimed wood from the Bison Sports Arena, that bleacher wood. And so a couple libations in, I got a little aggressive with my bidding, and all of a sudden walked away with this beautiful bar that now sits in our office. And that's when we developed our relationship. Since then, half my house, it has Grain Design stuff all over it. My offices are decorated with Grain Design stuff. I employ your wife.
Absolutely.
I am such a believer in the product, but even more so the people that stand behind it. So you just need to know that this is a raving endorsement for Grain Designs right now.
That's we're grateful for that. Grateful for your past business and what's grown into a friendship. And I think that's part of what we value most in creating this business is all the relationships that we've created, and yours being the most important of those.
Oh yeah, sucking up is going to get you everywhere with me. So well played. You have, as a serial entrepreneur, you have now ventured into something new and wild. What's happening out in Horace?
Yeah, so we purchased a property southwest of Fargo here and kind of wanted to create an extension of Grain Designs. We've enjoyed, as I mentioned, building those relationships and kind of creating a sense of community through our products. So with the next step was to create a wedding venue.
It's the perfect trend. Like if you go to school for architecture, then you start finding old wood and making it pretty, and then you open a wedding venue. Like
exactly.
it's the typical story. Right. You hear it 100 times over.
Yeah.
Why weddings? Why an event space?
So I briefly mentioned just the value of relationships. We really value relationships. We love to create an experience. We often say we're a customer service and quality company. We just happen to build furniture. Yeah, I know you say some things similar about real estate. And we take a lot of pride in that, and we wanted to bring the same thing, a place of gathering and community and really share our experience. We love being out on the farm, and we wanted to share that with other people.
So again, those of you tuning in, we have Blain Mikkonen of Grain Designs and the Pines event venue. It should be known that JJ Gordon with KFGO, also our engineer that runs our show, gets married next week at the Pines, right?
The first official open wedding at the Pines. So we had one here a couple weeks ago. Construction was partially done, and JJ's the first official. So we're eager to host Jill and JJ.
That's a big deal. JJ's rolling the dice and risking big on you. What can somebody expect if they're booking their wedding with you or if they're attending an event? What are they going to see? What are they going to experience?
Yeah, so we've built out a brand new facility. It's a 400-person facility, and
That's hard to find in the area, especially at a destination, like not just a hotel conference room. That's hard to find.
We are the only one in the area that with the capacity of up to 400, other than, like you mentioned, the hotels. And so we did a lot of research on that and kind of what was missing in the market. There's some fantastic venues in the area that are the destination barn weddings, which are wildly popular. And we just wanted to put a unique spin on that, bring something a little more upscale and elegant. So we have a clean white slate. We've got high-end board and batten walls and reclaimed shiplap and Grain Designs touches and tables all over the place.
So it's going to be, I mean, it's a touch of shiny and new. You have a large building that holds 400 people. That's not a barn, correct?
Exactly.
But you have put in some Grain Designs ooh la las all over, correct?
Yeah, so it's
Is that how you describe it? As let's put an ooh la la right here?
I couldn't have said it better myself.
I listen to you guys say ooh la la, and it makes me giggle.
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard that on the record quite a bit.
Always. So a 400-person venue. I imagine that folks, if they're booking their wedding or doing an event, have the option to go indoors or outdoors. Is that right?
Yeah, so at least for up to 200, maybe slightly larger, we can accommodate indoors. Of course, in inclement weather, we're going to make accommodations.
Right.
Some other unique features of the property, there is a house on site that serves as the bridal suite, and it's a 17-acre expansive property that's well taken care of, and so we have the ability to host the ceremony, the rehearsal dinner, or the
reception.
There
it is.
Thank you.
Hey-o.
The reception at the venue, and then even the ability to stay overnight and enjoy a Sunday brunch if you so wish.
I actually think that's great. One of the things that happens when these barn weddings go on is that a lot of folks will go have a great time, and then oftentimes it's like, okay, now Uber doesn't come this far out, and so who's the closest to sober? And that's a dangerous thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, safety is one of our biggest concerns, and fortunately, we've put it to the test. Uber and Lyft do service that area
that's
so far.
huge.
It is
That's huge.
Yeah. And we've also explored some great partnerships. Safety is our concern. We want to create an experience, but we wanted a quality experience. So shuttle service and many other partnerships and accommodations have been explored.
Right. And then, of course, with that house on site, too, you can shack up a whole bunch of people in there.
Absolutely.
Including if you're the one getting married, instead of being whisked away in a car, you can just sneak away and have a place to call your home for the night.
That's absolutely right, yep.
As far as I know, and you're going to have to correct me if I'm wrong, this might be the only larger wedding venue that's more of a destination spot in North Dakota. Almost all of them are in Minnesota.
Yeah, I guess I haven't done a whole lot of Western North Dakota research,
but
in
I'm
the
saying
region,
locally in the Red River Valley.
Yeah, yes.
And so that, of course, is nice. If I were to be on Main Avenue and University, kind of the heart of downtown, and if I drove out to your wedding venue, the Pines, how long is that going to take me?
From center of downtown, it's probably about a 22-minute drive.
That was very specific.
Yeah.
22 minutes is not far at all. It's just kind of interstate to highway to boom, you're there, right?
We're no gravel except for the quarter-mile drive to get right to the venue. So it's straight west on Interstate 94, and then from the Kindred exit, it's about 7 miles south. Pretty accessible.
Well, let's talk parties, because we've talked specifically about weddings. We've moved our Hatch Realty Christmas party to the Pines. I'd imagine you're open for all sorts of events, not just weddings.
Absolutely. So weddings, of course, is one of the main focuses. Just the people love the destination. But once we have the facility, we really want to allow it to be a place of gathering. So corporate retreats, company Christmas parties, charity events, trainings, birthday parties, whatever event you can dream up is the event that we want to host.
Pretty exceptional in what you're doing. And I know that there's going to be another thing. You have your retail shop that we didn't even talk about. That's on 45th and 32nd.
Absolutely.
In the Blue Water Creek division, right by Hair Success. You have Grain Designs that you can find all over the internet and in my house everywhere. And of course, now the Pines. If people want to learn more about you, Blain, where do they go? What do they do?
Yeah, so the best place for Grain Designs, of course, would be to stop in the store, like you mentioned, 45th and 32nd, graindesigns.com. You learn a lot about our furniture and business there. And then the Pines, if you're interested in an event or just kind of curious what's going on, check us out on either Facebook or thepinesweddingsandevents.com or thepinesvenue.com.
I love it. Blain, Mikkonen, thanks so very much. Folks, we're going to go to break. In the meantime, head to livefargomoorhead.com. This is Real Estate Radio with Erik Hatch.